So what comes next? What's up, guys? It's Steve over at Disney. Today, we're bringing you another episode of Popcorn and Root Beer, and we are going to dive headfirst into the season and potentially series finale of Wandavision. So I'm not going to sit here and drag out this opening, so get your popcorn and root beer ready, because it's time to talk Wandavision. Alright, so we saw what is being told as the series finale with the potential of just being a season finale of Wandavision, and there was a lot to unpack in this episode, guys. We saw the Visions face off, we saw Wanda and Agatha face off, we saw Monica Rambeau become Photon or Spectrum. We aren't sure what she is yet. We know that she was able to phase the bullets right through her and protect the kids. We saw the end of Tyler, the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. We saw Jimmy Woo come back. We saw Darcy make a comeback. And then we got two massive mid-credit and end-credit scenes that we want to break down for you. There's a lot to unpack here, and we're going to dive in right now into the Easter eggs that really set up for the future. We were told that WandaVision was going to set up for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Well, they really came out and they delivered on that promise when Agatha mentioned the Sorcerer Supreme, which is Doctor Strange now. Now that the Ancient One has died off in the Doctor Strange movie, Doctor Strange has now taken that place essentially as the Sorcerer Supreme, and we can only imagine what's going to happen in that movie. Theories run, and the big one that's on right now is that essentially Wanda is going to be the villain of that movie, the antagonist of that movie. Based on what we saw in that end credit scene, the thought is that Wanda is going to jump into the multiverse to go save her kids. And Doctor Strange is going to have to try to stop her. Whether he can or not, we're going to have to find out, because our main Easter egg that we want to talk about is the astral projection of Wanda reading the Darkhold. We saw her actively making coffee or tea or something like that, and functioning in day-to-day life while she was using that astral projection to study the Darkhold. Now, we've seen Doctor Strange do something similar. However, his body has to be totally at rest in order to pull that off. So Wanda has already shown right off the bat that she is stronger and more powerful than Doctor Strange, and that she can function in day-to-day life while studying that Darkhold. There are a lot of theories about what's going to come next. There's a interdimensional being, the god of chaos, that they really believe might make an appearance, especially with all the talk of chaos magic and all that stuff that Agatha brought forth. This book in particular, and in the comics where Wanda is residing in the mountains, that is where this demon is supposedly trapped in the Marvel comics and is released by Wanda in the comics. So we can only imagine what's going to happen with this god. That may be what kicks off Doctor Strange altogether, and is going to bring a new look to the MCU, one full of chaos and magic. This is not the grounded in humanity kind of thing that we saw with the Avengers, where it was kind of like, you know, Earthbound. This feels like it's going to be through multiverses and space and power, like magic, a lot of magic and stuff like that, because we're going to see Monica Rambeau potentially go on. First, we're going to talk about this mid-credits scene, right, where she spoke to a Skrull, which we saw at the end of Endgame. We saw that the Nick Fury we had on Earth wasn't Nick Fury at all. It was a Skrull, and he was up in space. So that was the friend, we believe, that they were talking about up in space, is that Monica Rambeau is now to go talk to Nick Fury in space. The second end credit scene was the Wanda one where she heard her kids call out for her, and we do believe that that's going to lead to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. However, we have to wait a whole year before we get that answer, and hopefully it doesn't get pushed back. Hopefully things kind of go back to normal and we can get back to the movies. Because in between WandaVision and Doctor Strange, we have so much content coming our way from Marvel. Up next, we have Falcon and the Winter Soldier. After that, we have Loki, and then Black Widow, the movie. Finally, we got like a blockbuster movie coming out. Guys, we are really, really, really excited about this. We wanted to point out a couple fun things that they did in WandaVision. My favorite little like wink at the audience was the Wizard of Oz reference when Wanda blew Agatha through the house with a car and you just saw the boots, just like you saw in the Wizard of Oz when the house falls on her. I thought that was really clever. I do want to say that this is my personal opinion, and this is what this show is. It's just my opinion that I try to give to you guys, and we try to break down kind of what's going on. I really hope and I really believe that Agatha Harkness is going to play a bigger part in the Marvel Universe. I don't think we've seen the last of Catherine Hahn. I think she's ready to go. I read an interview with her where she says she will, no matter, like, she is ready. Like, once Marvel calls her to come back, she is there and ready to go. And I really, really hope they take her up on that offer, because in my opinion, she was actually the best part of WandaVision. I love Elizabeth Olsen and I love Paul Bettany. I thought they were both fantastic in those characters, and I'm sure we're going to see more of Vision after that Vision on Vision battle what turned into a philosophical battle, which turned into White Vision saying, I am Vision, taking off, and then we don't know where he went, so we'll have to see more of that. But I feel like Paul Bettany's time in the MCU is not over, and Elizabeth Olsen's as a Scarlet Witch certainly isn't over. As a matter of fact, she may be the one that kind of unleashes the next phase of Marvel on all of us. Speaking of Paul Bettany, like, kudos to him. What an amazing job he did relaying, like, the emotion. Him and Elizabeth Olsen both, that heartbreaking scene at the end as the Hex is closing in and they're saying their goodbyes. Like, I know that was just, like, that just to me was such a powerful moment in the MCU. It was right up there with some of the most emotional moments going, because it really was like this culmination of all her grief and stuff, and she finally was able to, we thought, move on. But where everyone's like, oh, she accepted it, are we really that sure? Because that last scene we see is she's reading what is essentially like the dark arts book. Like, this is dark magic, this is evil magic that she's studying now. So is Wanda as okay with her reality as she says? And what will she do to get her kids back? Because she heard them, we heard them, and this may turn into a real pickle for Wanda. One Easter egg that I thought was really cool, and it was actually brought to my attention by a friend of mine, was in that last credit scene, that was actually the Doctor Strange music slowed down to create an ominous feeling. So I thought that was a really cool Easter egg. So guys, this was an unbelievable show. What a way to kick off MCU's foray into the television world. Leave comments down below. I want to hear your thoughts on it. Guys, next week, we are going to be tackling something a little bit different. We're not going Marvel next week. We're going to be talking other movies that the Disney company is making. So please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go follow us on Instagram. We're Diz_New England. Go follow us on Facebook. We're Diz-NE. Stay up to date on the content. And guys, don't end this video until the video ends, okay? Don't X out, because it's something you're going to want to see at the end, all right? Again, like, follow, subscribe, leave comments below, let us know what you think. Guys, it's been a great time talking WandaVision with you. I'm really bummed that it's over, but we got Falcon and the Winter Soldier coming up in like 2 weeks. So we'll all survive until then. That being said, have a great day, week, month, whatever it is. I can't wait to see you the next time. We'll see you again real soon. Take care.